my sickle cell warriors. It is Shannon, and I just came from a meeting, a sickle cell meeting. My doctor's office, the nurses and the social workers there, they have this group, like sickle cell meeting. We have it quarterly, so we had that today, and I'm just getting back. It was great. It's like a space where they tell you, it's a safe space. You can talk about whatever you want. Nothing leaves the room. You're free to invite your supporters, your family, or whoever you want to invite. We play games. We play bingo. And you do stuff like they use a lot of sickle cell stuff. Like one of the bingo pieces is, find a person that has your type of sickle cell, or find a person that takes folic acid, or they just make it really fun, that type of bingo that is related to sickle cell. So we do a lot of different kind of games and activities, and it's informational because they talk about like new stuff. Like we got a new doctor um, that's into the whole stem cell, the gene therapy. That's something that's really pretty cutting edge now. So we have one of those doctors on staff now as our director. So that was cool to find out. And we have food, and we just talk and congregate and just let stuff go. And I wish that we could do it, more often, because that's usually when I just get comfortable and being around other people that have it, and I don't feel like uncomfortable or I don't feel awkward because everybody in the room has it. So you don't feel like you're out of place or anything. And what do you guys think about therapy? Would you want to have like personal therapy? Would you want to do private, or would you want to do group therapy? Would you want to do family therapy, or would you want to do it quarterly? Or I think I want to do it more often, maybe if not monthly, maybe weekly, bi-weekly, something like that. Because I do take on a lot. I stress out a lot. I'm a big worrier, and I keep a lot of stuff to myself. I don't share it. I don't really talk to anybody, which is what led me to doing this, is for me to actually just talk the stuff out, let it out, instead of holding it in, like what's bothering me and what's going on, because that doesn't do nothing but make you crazy and make you angry. So this has been something that I started just for myself to let out. If people want to comment or ask me questions, feel free. You're more than welcome. But that wasn't the purpose of it. I didn't do it to be face famous or Insta famous or none of those things. I don't like social media. But I just felt like this would be a good place where I could just talk to a lot of people that might have what I have, and I don't have to see them up close. So I don't really feel judged or looked at, funny or, awkward. So this just was something I thought that would be good. And I am getting ready to do my own personal therapy journey. I want to do family therapy with my family. And then I also want to do my own personal private therapy, because I feel like I do have some things I need to work on, stuff that I need to let go and let out. And then, everybody has their own childhood trauma. So, we all got that kind of baggage that, you need to let through and work through. And you don't really realize you have that stuff until you're grown. And then you think about it, and then you think about those childhood moments. And then you're like, oh my God, that's where this is where this quirk comes from, or this is where this ick comes from, or this is why I feel like this about this. So I think I've been postponing it a really long time. They always tell people, especially when you're dealing with a chronic illness with a lot of pain, like what we deal with, you have a bunch of mental moments, because when you're in this kind of pain constantly, it almost like drives you crazy. So it messes with your mind a lot. So you really, really need to be doing something to exercise that and to let that go and kind of let it off. So I really think that, me going to therapy, starting therapy, and then doing it with my family would be a way for them, for them to understand me more. Because like I said previously, I suffered from a lot of guilt. I suffer from a lot of stress because I'm just a worrier by nature. I worry about everybody else. I stress about everything. And then I have a lot of guilt because I feel like I was a sick parent and that my children didn't really get like what they needed because I had an illness. And I don't know why I feel that way, but I just do. I just have a lot of guilt when it comes around being a parent. I felt like maybe they didn't get enough of me. When I had to lay in the bed balled up and just have silence, I didn't want them feeling like they weren't wanted. I just had to do that to be able to make it, to the next day and get to work. But, when children, they don't understand that, that it's not about them, so I think that this might be a good thing for me so I can exercise some of this guilt and get some of this stuff addressed and, relaxed. But that was it. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the meeting and, if you guys do any kind of therapy, would you rather do family therapy? Would you rather do personal? Would you be okay doing group therapy around other people that, share what you share? Or would you rather just keep it private, to yourself? So let me know. I'm going to end it for now. So y'all take care.